Jackson Radio Show.
I can guarantee that. And I can guarantee that not because I give Attorney General Lynch a directive. That is institutionally how we have always operated. I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations. I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. We have a strict line and always have maintained it, previous presidents.
Just to button this up.
I guarantee it. I guarantee that there is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or the FBI, not just in this case, but in any case.
And she will be
full stop, period.
And she will be treated no differently?
Guaranteed, full stop. Nobody gets treated differently when it comes to the Justice Department because nobody is above the law.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Kevin Jackson here. The trouble, that is, with the rat race is that even if you win, you're still a rat. That's what Lily Tomlin said, and that is the problem that the Democrats have, the Democrats, because they are rats. They are swamp creatures. That's Barack Obama telling you that nobody in this nation is above the law. Institutionally, he says we've operated this way. I didn't have to tell Loretta Lynch not to collude and do any negative stuff, even though, by the way, she decided to call an investigation a matter. But he didn't have to tell her, look, we keep this above board. James Comey, who was informed by Lynch that he was no longer to refer to his investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails, but instead call it a matter, did exactly what his black female boss told him to do, and he called it a matter. And he didn't even have the guts to report, you know what, that's a little bit weird to me that we're conducting an investigation and my boss, the leader of the Department of Justice, the Attorney General, says to me, don't call it an investigation, call it a matter. But he could get all kinds of inference from being around Donald Trump. Well, he inferred to me that he wanted me to do so-and-so when he said nothing. She gave him specific instructions. And going back to what Barack Obama says, he says he guarantees us that these guys maintain strict lines of communications where they don't interfere. No, it is institutional how they do it. You can take that to the bank, period. I think I remember him saying that. You can keep your plan, period. You can keep your doctor, period. Well, he's guaranteeing other things too, period. And let me tell you something, full stop. Barack Obama lied yet again to the American people. Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. KJRadio.com is where you can get this show 24/7. And you're going to want to, because I told you Donald Trump was going to win the election. I told you there are going to be many leftists who are going to go to prison this year. I told you may very well see for the first time in history a former president who gets indicted and goes to prison. The only thing that's going to stop Barack Obama from going to prison will be the mercy of the man he tried to keep out of office. That's the only thing that's going to keep this clown out of prison. All roads lead back to Barack Obama, guaranteeing us that there was no collusion, no special treatment of Hillary Clinton. We look at how the FBI treated Hillary Clinton. No cameras, no audio. Peter Strzok took notes or something, made it all up. For all we know, he coached her. They write up some phony report, exonerate Clinton, change the language so that nobody so that there's no chance that she could be indicted in any way. They change the language. Peter Strzok does this, or somebody does. Does it matter? The cast of criminals in the FBI under James Comey. So they change it all up. Comey comes out and delivers this nice, scathing message about what she did. She did this, she did that, she did this, but it doesn't rise to the level of criminality. Then they find additional text messages, which, by the way, emails, which, by the way, on Anthony Weiner's computer they had found a month earlier before they let us know that they found those. But again, Barack Obama has assured us that his Department of Justice institutionally, follows these strict guidelines. Page wrote to Strzok on September 2nd, 2016 about prepping Comey because, quote, POTUS wants to know everything we're doing. This is what Senate investigators told Fox News, and they're saying the text raises questions about President Obama's personal involvement in the Clinton email investigation. It doesn't raise any questions. The questions have been raised. It validates what we already know. Barack Obama was intimately involved. And let me just help you understand this in context, folks. You've got, because there's another rumor out there circulating that Lynch was being touted for a more lofty position. So the left, they structure all their deals. There's nothing left to chance by them. They know where they're going to go. They know the book deal. They know who's going to be paying their money as a consultant when they leave office. All these deals are struck before. I mean, these are done behind the doors. Everybody knows. They know where they're going. So everything hinged on Hillary Clinton becoming president. What was Loretta Lynch going to do down the road? I'll talk about that later. Barack Obama, he was going to be free and clear. Comey would go on to write his books and teach at colleges and all this, and on and on and on. They've divided up the country. Trump was and he was gone. They had taken care of him. FBI working against him, NSA working against him, FISA court working against him. How could he possibly win? That's why Barack Obama was so confident. Doesn't involve himself in FBI matters. Please, holy mother of fat man, this is nuclear for the FBI, the Democrats, and particularly Barack Obama. Now, I'll ask Carl, one of my callers. Carl said to me a while back, Kevin, you got all this stuff going on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Carl, I'm going to ask you, man. Send me a note. Do you think anything's going to happen? You still believe that nothing's going to come of this? But here's what's interesting about this. It didn't just stop there. The FBI didn't only take an interest in what was going on with Barack Obama. And this, honestly, what I'm going to be sharing with you next is probably the more scary of everything that we've talked about. This wasn't just about defeating Donald Trump, because defeating Donald Trump was a metaphor for the left. It's defeating you. It's defeating the America that we want. We can narrow this down to Trump if you want. But what I'll talk about next will show you that these guys were conniving across the country. And it makes you wonder, how big is this? And, think about this. This is not a cancer, this is not skin cancer. This is pancreatic cancer of the FBI. This was systemic. These are the highest ranking people orchestrating with everybody, governors and congressmen and everybody, to stop conservatism.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.